JokePit UK.
Hello, Thunderbards. Welcome to the Edinburgh Fringe. Thank you very much for joining me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Thanks for having us, yeah.
That's alright. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people at home?
Yeah, hi, I'm Glenn.
I'm Matthew.
We're Thunderbards.
We're a sketch act. Hello.
I was going to ask, how do you describe what you do? I think it's interesting to hear how people describe what they do, as opposed to saying, you're a comedian.
Yeah.
We had to categorise it for a Fringe, so on the Fringe website it says, what are you, storytelling or stand-up? And so we clicked sketch, so now we kind of legally have to tell everyone.
You legally have to.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about
Write
that
a
now.
sketch show after that, so...
Have you been doing shows yet? Have you started? Or are you
Yeah, we had one. We've had one so far. So that was one of the previews, and it went better than we were anticipating. It was
That's good.
Like, in our opinion, it was still going to be like the sloppiest version of a show it's going to be.
Book tickets now.
Yeah, please, guys, please. But no, it went better than we expected. So we're hoping it sort of carries on.
So you had really low expectations going into it, is that what you said?
Not low, so we were trying to manage our expectations. But what happened was, like, we don't want to be too sort of hubristic, because last year our first preview day went really, really well, in our opinion, and then the second day we walked out on stage and there were 6 people just on the front row, and that was it. And the front row was basically at our feet, so we had to perform the show downwards.
That's alright, that's good.
It made for an interesting experience for us, probably not for them, but
For a
it
sitcom,
was
6 people, that's fine. Was it
horrid.
Yeah.
So
what can we expect this year that's not horrid? What are you doing?
even more jokes than last year.
More jokes.
Yeah,
so last year there was this level of jokes.
Yeah,
and
so
this year we've gone
last
just
year
a
there
bit
was
more.
last year we were about we had a joke about every 15 seconds, and now we've managed to get it down to about a joke every 11 seconds.
Did you actually time this?
I tragically once sort of went through and went, you know what? Actually, I think it works out to be.
You count the number of jokes, and it's like, how many minutes?
That's how I did it. Yeah, that's the way I did it. Yeah, and then I've done it again. I've done the same again this
How
year.
many seconds can you cut it down to before it's just inaudible laughing for the whole show?
Not
3
necessarily
seconds.
inaudible laughing, because some people might hate certain jokes and
That's
stuff
true.
like that. So yeah,
Joke doesn't necessarily...
yeah. There's a difference between a joke and a funny joke.
So what you're saying is, for the maths to work, you have to not find half the
We've done
jokes
this in
funny.
such a logical, mathematical way. It really
It's
sat the fun out of
calculated and
it.
clinical.
Yeah.
With sketch shows, I'm wondering, is there a theme? Because with other shows they say, oh, you have to have a theme, you have to change the world, you have to be blah, blah, blah. All that lovely
Last
stuff.
year we didn't really have a theme particularly, there was sort of some underlying stuff, but this year we have tried to go for a theme.
You sound very tentative about this, are you sure?
Essentially the sketches are quite standalone, as in many other sketches.
Yeah.
We have an undercurrent story which goes alongside them and in between the sketches. So the
That's
sketches
cool.
aren't really the story as much.
Yeah.
The story is what happens in between them.
Is there anyone that you really want to see this year?
I am seeing James Acaster tonight, and
Same.
I really, really can't wait. I saw a show last year; it was probably the best show I saw, and yeah, really excited. And also, I can't wait to see Tim Keys.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool, that's a
in the
good
last
one.
couple of weeks of them.
How does the atmosphere change? Because if you're doing gigs every night, it's different to being in London, and there's the whole atmosphere of comics. What is it like gigging here as opposed to just normal?
It's weird because in the build-up to a Fringe, we were gigging every night, but obviously in a different venue and at a roughly different time every single night.
Yeah.
And so now it's nice returning to the same room every day.
I think it focuses your mind on the show because you're doing the same thing in the same location. You get so focused on what you're doing
Yeah.
every day. It's really nice. I think the show will get better over the course of the month because of that.
Hopefully.
Book tickets? No, actually, book tickets in a couple of weeks because it's going to
The end
be
of
perfect.
the
Just
week.
then, yeah.
Wait till the very, very end. Thunderbards, I have to ask, are you an expert on all things Shakespeare? And if not, why not?
Absolutely not. No.
Not then leave. Just
I've read a few of the plays. Read we've read like
few of them.
we know enough,
I've even done.
but not enough to base any of the show on. We're now realising through interviews and stuff we've had and through speaking to people in Edinburgh how irresponsible it was for us to name
Name ourselves.
ourselves Thunderbards
That's a terrible
when
choice.
there's no reference to Shakespeare in this year's show. There was last year, just one.
Just wear a
Once.
ruffle, just one for one.
Yeah, huge ruff,
Sorry.
and, and tights and everything. But I can't do that.
You can't wear tights.
No, I can't wear a ruff. I can wear tights.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine.
How long is your show this year? Where can they see you? What time can they see you? Can they follow you home? Can they see you in your bedroom? Where can they see you?
All of the above, absolutely.
All of the above.
We're at 4:45 p.m. every
Yeah.
day at the Pleasance Courtyard, which is we're in a little venue called This, which is
This?
a lovely little venue. Pleasance Courtyard, yeah, 4:45. Show runs to an hour, just about, more or less. Depends how much people laugh.
Depends how many jokes you put in every 15
Yeah,
seconds.
they can't follow us home. They can watch us sleep if they want.
Can watch you sleep.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on a sofa
Yeah.
for the month, so there's a sofa opposite it, so they
Yeah.
can watch me on the sofa. if they
That's
like.
perfect. If you want to watch a Thunderbird sleep, click on his face now. You can go to.
A live stream of this.
Yeah.
Last thing, I'm really interested in sketch people. Do you have like favourite things that you do, and do you know why they're your favourite? Your favourite characters or favourite storylines, or is it characters for you guys? What excites you?
Yeah.
No, ours. I think ours is more sort of line and joke based,
Okay.
and so that's what we sort of really try and focus on.
And quite a lot of the show, we're in between all the sketches, we're playing kind of caricatured versions of ourselves.
That's good.
So they're kind of characters, but
Yeah,
they're
and
us
so
as well.
we've tried to sort of switch around, because obviously the traditional sort of sketch duo dynamic is you have a more intelligent one and a less intelligent one.
Which
and
one's which? He
so
did the maths before, so I'm guessing that.
Generally, so the idea of a show is generally it's myself being the intelligent one, Matt being the more sort of ridiculous
Silly
one. But over the course of the
Say it
show,
with pride. That's
we kind of swap it over as the show goes on.
because
So
Matt's
then-
the show's about Matt teaching me about dating as well, and
Yeah.
all this thing, and that's where I am rubbish,
Full
and Matt's
on.
actually the real sort of expert. So then the tables are sort of turned in that regard.
Oh, that's good. Sounds very Peep Show-esque.
We hope it was. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're hoping for.
Okay, so if you like Peep Show and you want to see something that's live and not at all like it, watch the
all
Thunderbards.
the episodes of Peep Show back to back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much for doing. Have a
Thanks
wonderful
a lot.
time.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
JokePit, home of new comedy.